good contrast in approaches here. I think John probably, he's on a shorter board, a 6-0. Crosby's on a 6-2 pintail. John's on a squash.
Talk about a great opener. Check this out, the replay. J.Florence flick.
Yeah, big first air there from John. Straight up into the lip. Snaps it around, so great opening, big air there. Another jam in the pocket. Another little jab. So this is already looking like a great wave and a great start for John. Brings it through to the inside here. Some nice rail work. And is he going to finish? He's not, but beautiful air.
Well, the judges thought it was excellent as he shakes hand with Jack Robinson. J.Florence opens up. This was an 8-point ride that we're seeing.
Well, just the level of commitment on that first turn, I think that was really a lot of pop out of that air. And I like the way John's able to stay really tight to the pocket here. These are really snappy turns, really vertical approach. And we've seen that throughout the event. Judges really loving that. A lot of variety in this ride, and the commitment on the first turn, I think, was why it went excellent.
Yeah. So great start for J.Florence. We can take a look and break it down again, flick in slow motion this time.
Yeah, I feel like I've just got to reiterate what you said, Mike. I feel like the judges have obviously so much commitment on that first maneuver. I mean, it doesn't get any more critical. But then it has to be the tightness in the pocket right there.
Back up for the 8-point ride right here, John. Smooth rail turn. Paced approach. Nice snap there, just swinging the Paizel through its paces. He's going to keep it on the rail for this one. Maybe looking down the line to pop. A nice tidy air reverse to put a bow on it. He will back up the 8-point ride and really snips. Now apply a lot of pressure to the rookie Crosby Colapinto.
And I also don't fault Crosby for not going because he's up against that 8-point ride at the start, so he's really looking for a big wave. But John here just ultra smooth. Taking his time here, nice cuppy wave, really nice jam right there in the pocket, gets that nose back, really critical turn. Another nice snap in the pocket, and then down here he eyes up the air section, just nice little air reverse to finish. No hesitation in that maneuver, perfect execution.
He's going to have a dig, activating here, Crosby Colapinto. Winds up off the bottom, slashes off the top. Looking quick on the mayhem. Check turn there. Projecting down the line, telegraphing something big, gets a snap, inside section stands up, lip glide float, and goes down and tumbles on his board. You can see the gallery there.
I think this was a good wave choice for Crosby. Unfortunately, I think he slipped on that last maneuver. Just finding his feet here, board looks really good, he looks relaxed. Nothing quality yet. He sets up this turn beautifully, waits for it to steepen up and gets right in the pocket here, beautiful snap. And then jumps up on the lip there, and I think his front foot just slipped, the wax here.
Crosby, I feel, wisely noticed that he's under priority and takes this one. Colapinto up and out, doesn't like the look of it. Bigger wave, the second wave of the set. And here goes John. High line to build some speed around this section. Loads up, big hack, catches the rail, and hands it over. And an opportunity now for Crosby Colapinto. And he takes a frothy one. Needs something impactful. Pops it up in the air, full rotation, slips off again.
Yeah, and when these surfers have so much firepower, someone like Crosby can, like we've seen with Yago, turn in nearly excellent numbers for full rotations. Here goes Crosby again. Nice looking little inside wave. He's got to get a meaningful score on the board here.
Yeah, Crosby Colapinto needs a 5.17 to break the combination he's currently in, the two-wave combination that he's in. So that would be his first.
He's already locked in an 8 and a 7.17. He kind of needs to push it if he wants to better that 7.17. Is this Crosby? So a couple of little wraps here. This wave had a nice bowl to it too. So, I mean, I've got to agree with you, sis. I feel like that pressure is just getting to him and he's just overcooking it a bit.
Right now, I think he's feeling the pressure and the presence of John.
Yeah, flick. Here's John on the replay.
Yeah, started off with a beautiful roundhouse there and lines up this inside section and got a bit of a bowl. He goes to the air and just falling again.
10-point rides is second only to Kelly Slater in the history of men's professional surfing. Going to live action here with Crosby Colapinto, who's up against J.Florence, trying to get out of a 15.17 two-wave combination. Is Kuiper Girl along with Felicity Palmentier.
This wave is really cuppy and good. Crosby lays into that turn, drifts a little bit there, lost a little control, really good second snap, and then just a clean float Definitely his best score, but I don't know if it's going to go into the sevens. So yeah, traveling with good friends, being comfortable around the events is a huge advantage, as we see John using his priority here.
Here comes John, winding up, hatchets the lip there, completely chops it, throwing a ton of spray, has to lip glide through that section, recognizes there's no more opportunity, he dives off. He will not improve upon his score line, so Crosby Colapinto will still need a 9.5. Now Crosby with priority.
John, this wave is just cupped out beautifully. Nice steep wall in front of him. This first snap was vicious, really nice turn. And then right here, he thought about the air, I think, but went, no, I can't get there in time.
Flick, you're going to stay in here because we got another heat to call. Who's going to come up against John in semifinal number 2? We're going to find out when we return. A couple of South Africans in the water. Matthew McGillivray up against Jordy Smith.
Yeah, Kaipo, John into the semis, and looking as smooth as you have this entire competition. Such a redemption for you here in El Salvador, and to start off today with an 8. How did that feel?
Yeah, that felt really good to get the heat started like that. I just kind of noticed it was getting slower the last couple heats than it was earlier this morning, and so I was like, I'm just going to get started and start getting some medium ones. And I think Crosby was kind of waiting for one of those bigger sets. And funny enough, like the medium ones actually had a better line on them. The sets were kind of racing and hard to handle. It was like hard to time it right. So yeah, I don't know. I was really stoked to get those first 2.
As you should be, made it to your 3rd straight semis here in 2024. What are you going to carry from the quarters into the semis in terms of lessons?
Probably it's pretty similar. Keep an eye on the waves, see what it does. If it starts pulsing more, maybe try to be on more of the sets. But I don't know. For me, those medium ones were definitely like good waves. So it's good to know that.
Good to know. See you then.
Yeah, see you guys.